your son's a bottom.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Lives on Reddit. Don't forget to subscribe to be a for lifer.
I'm a trans man, pre-testosterone, and I've been with my bisexual cisgender boyfriend for quite a while now. Everything has been going smoothly except for me getting along with his mother. Apparently she is fixated on her son marrying and having children and has thus always been terrified of him being gay because he displayed some unmasculine behaviors as a child. When she knew he was dating me, I don't pass as a man, and she doesn't know I'm trans, she was very relieved. Now whenever I go visit and we remain alone, she starts making passive-aggressive comments about why it's taking us so long to make a child. This is especially aggravating to me because I have strong body dysmorphia about my reproductive capabilities and can't wait to get sterilized. Last time I went there, she was particularly insistent about it. I had enough at that point, so I just spat out, "Ma'am, your son's a bottom." I am usually very private about our intimacy life, but I really wanted to make her shut up. She seemed confused at first, but then her eyes widened. She left the room and didn't come up to say goodbye when I left. My boyfriend has told me that since then, she has figured out that I'm trans, but actually believes that I was born male. She thinks that I am some sort of demon that has come to trans him and make him gay again. Oh well, at least she'll probably stop asking questions about our intimacy life now. I wanted to pop in to say a few things. First, the response to this has been absolutely overwhelming. I thank you all for your kind words and encouragements. I'm particularly happy for the transmasculine people this brought joy to, since we are unfortunately often invisible and overlooked. I also wanted to clarify that this story was posted with my boyfriend's permission. A few months have passed since this event, and we are in a much better place, and laugh about it all the time. I still want to specify that what I did was not okay. It was a knee-jerk reaction, and I immediately regretted it. I was scared crapless that I had put both of us in danger. My comment did spark discussion between my boyfriend and his mother, though not nearly as bad as I thought it would. Their relationship after the event has actually gotten better, with her finally understanding what bisexual means. He had tried to come out to her, but she didn't get it or refused to. So what I really want to say is, please do not follow my example and talk about your boyfriend's intimacy preference at your Christian family dinner. It is not a good idea. Regarding come to trans him. Good lord, the crap these people come up with. She can stuff it. Her own bad attitude is her own bad karma. She's only mad about this because she chooses to be so. Fine, lady, enjoy suffering if that's what you really want. The only one I feel sorry for in this situation is my boyfriend, who still has to interact with her on a daily basis. Once you guys get established with a place of your own down the road, you can go no contact and focus on yourselves. Good luck with everything. Being a femme-presenting trans mask is quite the doozy. Your response was so beautifully ballsy, I bow at your feet. Thankfully my partner's mom doesn't expect kids, but if she found out I wasn't 1000% cis woman, I think her tiny conservative brain would implode. I don't have the spoons to deal with that. Hey, same situation. My husband's family is super conservative, so it's fortunate in that case that I look like a cis woman. We're keeping quiet on the subject of children. I don't have that equipment anymore, but they don't need to know that. I do have a really obvious scar below my belly button. Thanks, doc, but no one has ever asked. If they do, it was laparoscopy to remove excessive scar tissue from endometriosis, which is true, just not the whole story. People like this, the idea of someone being female to male is impossible to them. They assume that all trans people are male to female perverts, which frankly only tells on them. One guy told me he has no problem with people like me, but wouldn't want us in the bathroom with his daughter. He supported a law that would require me to use the same bathroom as his daughter. The bathroom stuff ticks me off so much. Trans girl here, decently passing with some effort. I don't fancy going to the men's room in a cute dress. I don't get a thrill intimately from the ladies' room. I walk in, open the stall, sit, pee, wipe, readjust my bottoms, get up, flush, wash, dry, leave. What part of that is scary? She's a butt, but holy crap, why isn't her son stepping in before you need to lash out? He should put a stop to all that, especially if it's making you uncomfortable. Original posters said he wasn't out earlier in the post, so it definitely could have been that his boyfriend didn't want to out him without his permission or something. They had discussed before and decided it would be best for him not to come out to her immediately. I used to do this while I was still getting comfortable with my transition, and you just don't know how safe a person will be to come out to for a bit. I wouldn't assume the worst about Original Poster's boyfriend unless he confirms that there are communication issues or big arguments in the relationship, though that's pretty personal. I understand that you must have felt very frustrated and maybe insecure due to her comments, but that doesn't give you the right to talk about your boyfriend or intimacy life like that in order for you to get some satisfaction out of it. That subject is between you two and no one else. Whether it's true or not doesn't matter. It kind of shows that you don't respect your partner or their boundaries in this situation. Please do not take this as an attack. This is more so you can hopefully think about the situation and reflect on how your partner feels as well. I do wish you all the best between you two, but please try to understand how your actions have consequences towards your partner as well. I hope you have a wonderful day. I totally understand where you're coming from. To be honest, this was a spur of the moment thing, and immediately after it happened, I felt terrified and regretted saying it. It did spark a lot of discussion between my boyfriend and his mother, but it also has helped her understand that he was bisexual. He tried to come out 3 times to her, but all she heard was, he was gay once, but a nice girl, me, came around and cured him. So in a comical sort of way, the discussion that came from this helped her understand better, and now they almost get along, even if she still makes unwanted remarks now and then. Still, it's totally something you shouldn't do or say, and I think I should have specified that. Now it's been a few months from that day, and my boyfriend and I like to recall all this and laugh for hours. I thought it was a funny story, and I decided to share it with his permission. I still didn't expect this overwhelming response though. I am impressed how this accidentally turned from causing dysphoria to accidentally affirming that you are very much a dude, where you hurt the person when you're trying to do a positive thing and made them feel better when you tried to hurt them. Also, I think the fact that I'm technically capable of pregnancy is one of the only things that consistently makes me feel dysphoria. Still questioning, trying to figure out what is and isn't dysphoria, so I totally get you, and honestly, I would have snapped faster. Every time I see a story like this, where a parent is asking a child or child's partner about grandchildren, I think it's one of the strangest things ever. Think about it for a minute. Can you name a single member of your family that you are just dying to ask about their intimacy life? Hey Uncle Joe, are you still trying to get Aunt Jane pregnant? I sure hope neither of you are using any form of birth control, and you're making sure your swimmers are getting to her eggs. Like, the frick? Ha, you got her good. Funnily enough, I have the opposite situation. I'm child-free and a trans woman, so not having certain reproductive organs bothers me none. Sadly, I know it bothers some other girls, so yeah. My girlfriend and I are both trans female and trans male, but we're both on hormones, so it's still possible to have kids, though less likely. But neither of us are really into the idea of kids that don't have fur or scales, lol. I know she gets dysphoric about it even though she doesn't want kids, so I'd love to see more scientific advancements in uterus transplants, so maybe she could have one day. Though I imagine if some people caught wind of that, they'd be ticked it wasn't going to someone who wants kids. She can definitely have mine at that point, lol. I'm glad you're comfortable enough with your body, at least in that aspect, that it doesn't bother you. I wish you luck and safety in your transition.
Whoa. Don't leave. Subscribe. Yeah.